Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason Lucchese. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I am so excited that you are here. We're going to be talking about the BRRRR method. And as you saw from the thumbnail, is the BRRRR method dead? I'm going to tell you right now, we did that as a thumbnail because as of right now, when we're recording this, a lot of people may think that strategy is no longer effective, but that could be further from the truth, my friends, because it is still a really great strategy. Even though we see JP Morgan, we see Wells Fargo, we see some of the bigger banks starting to conform to, hey, you need a 700 plus FICO score. You need at least 20% down on your deals. That's still not a problem. I'm going to show you exactly how we could tackle these roadblocks, these problems that investors are facing right now so that you could still do the BRRRR method. And if you're not sure exactly what that is, that's buy, rehab, rent, refinance. And some folks have another R out there, and that's for repeat, which is totally fine. We're going to go over exactly where you could find banks, private money lenders, how to do these deals, and also how to get contractors that you could rely on for your business in today's video. So let's go ahead, hop into it. Hey, if you're brand new to the YouTube channel, make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure that you become a subscriber by clicking on the subscribe button, and also click this little notification bell, click all, and then once you do that, you're going to receive instant notifications of whenever we have a brand new video released just like this one. All right, hey, so welcome to today's video. We're going to be diving in. I want to show you a really great resource that we use in our business for finding local and regional level banks that will do investor style loans, especially for the ones that you will need to be using for doing these BRRRR deals. So let's hop in. I'm going to show you exactly where you can find those banks at a state and regional level. Now here's a site called BRRRR Financial. We've been using this site for years to find really great banks across the entire country. What you want to do is you want to come up here, click on ratings, and then you want to click on bank ratings. Now you can also click on, once this video is done and over, I would recommend that you also check out credit unions as well, because you could do loans with credit unions. So we're going to click on bank ratings just for this particular video. I'm going to find the state that I want to use, which is Indiana, and then I'm going to go ahead and click submit. Once I click submit, all of the banks in the state of Indiana are going to pop up, and here you have it. You can start looking for the bank of your choice. Now, if you watched our video that we did on finding cash buyers, we used LinkedIn. You could also use this particular strategy for finding individuals at banks that you could contact, loan officers, and you could see if they could do the types of deals that we're going to discuss in today's video. But this is a great resource with BRRRR Financial, because the great thing is they've got all of the banks there. Because the BRRRR deals, I will recommend state and regional level banks, because they're going to give you better terms, they're going to give you better rates. And what does that help you with? It helps you with getting more cash when you need to do the cash out refinance. It also gives you a lower interest rate so you could have more money coming in on a monthly basis from that rental income. So let's hop back in to BRRRR Financial so I can show you exactly what to look for. So when you're on here, the best thing to do is look for banks that have a bank star rating of 3 or higher. Anything lower than that, the bank might be in a position to where they're going to be selling and liquidating their assets and being bought up by another bank. So I would recommend 3 stars or higher. I'll take a look at this First Source Bank here. We have contacts over at this bank, and this is a great bank. It takes you right over to the website from BRRRR Financial, and you could get over here, you could give somebody a call that works there, and you could start finding out what their investor style loans are, because the BRRRR deals are an investor style loan. It's going to be on a rental property, so you need to make sure that they can do the types of deals that we're looking to do. And in the example that I'm going to show you in just a minute, most banks are going to give out between 85-90% on their cash out refinances, and that's going to be really big money for you if you do these deals the right way. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that here in just a minute. But being able to have access to these banks, the Rolodex from BRRRR Financial, you now have a plethora. And I don't know why I just used the word plethora, but I don't really have that in my vocabulary use every single day. But hey, I'm going to let it slide in this video. And now you have this big Rolodex of banks that you can now call and see if they have these investor style loans. So let's hop into the example that I have for you on performing a BRRRR deal and being able to pull out as much cash as possible. Now for this example, this is all going to be on gross profits. So as I was stating, example BRRRR deal, it stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. So what we have here is we have a deal with a property ARV of $250,000. So this is going to be really important that you know how to do your numbers, because if you don't have your numbers properly put in place, your ARV is going to be really jacked up. So what I would recommend is watching our other video. I'll have it in the video description of putting together your numbers and using your maximum allowable offer calculator. We also provided that absolutely free for you. There's no email required, nothing. It's free of charge on us just for being a YouTube channel subscriber for us. So we've got the ARV of $250,000. Rehab is $50,000. Purchase price is $100,000. And we've got a private money loan at 8% for $150,000, and we'll end up paying 2 points when refinanced. Now, if you don't have a private money lender at this point in time, we're going to go over that here in just a moment. Some keys for finding private money lenders. Next up is we do an interest-only payment at $1,000 per month, which is going to be extremely reasonable while we are doing the rehab. Next up, we rent the property for $2,675. That's going to be about average, especially on a $250,000 home. That's what we're seeing right now in central Indiana, especially in the suburb area. That's a very reasonable amount of rent that you could collect on a $250,000 home. And that gives us a net operating income, a cap rate of 12%. And the cash out refinance that we would do by using a lender, and I would recommend using BRRRR Financial. Find a really good lender that could do your cash out refinance at 90%, which would be $250,000. Now, when things reopen again and everything starts coming back out, there is a really great company out there called Finance of America, and they do these types of loans all day long. And right now, since everything's going on in the marketplace, they are not doing any loans. So just be on the lookout for when they reopen things, if they do. If they don't, then just use BRRRR Financial for finding a local bank in your area. Now, you would receive from doing this cash out refinance $73,000 in tax-free cash. Make sure that you double check that with your accountant, CPA, attorney. You know, I'm just a regular real estate investor, but when you do cash out refinances, that money is tax-free. So the payoff would be $150,000 plus 2 points to your private money lender, and they would get paid off, and now you would have a new loan. Those new loans are going to be typically really competitive, especially on the interest rate side, because those small local banks and regional level banks want to keep your business. They want you to keep coming back to do more and more of these types of deals. And now you have that $73,000 that you can reinvest back in your business, and you have monthly cash flow coming into your business every single month. So it's a win-win for these types of situations. And right now, I do see these deals still being something that you can do, and it can still be very successful for you and your business. So one of the things that I always get questions about is how can I get individuals that will actually do the contracting on my house, on the rental property that I'm wanting to do. And we have a really great website that I would recommend that you use that is very reliable. And you can also find folks on Craigslist. We use that all the time for finding people that could do great jobs, especially like painting, installing carpet, roofs, all that good stuff. You could find really great people on there. One of the sites that I will recommend in this video, they're not a sponsored individual or anything like that, but they are somebody that we have found some really great people off of. The number one thing that you have to make sure that folks that are going to be working on your properties, they're licensed, insured, and bonded. Make sure they are especially licensed in the county that you have the property in, because we have had some contractors that were only licensed in certain areas and they couldn't work on our particular property in that county. So make sure that you are looking at the licensed, insured, bonded portion of that individual, and just make sure they are good to go before you hop in, start paying people money. So let's hop in. I'm going to show you this website that you can use. So this is Thumbtack. You guys could start using Thumbtacks. I would recommend hire a pro, and you will be able to find individuals. So say for instance, I have a list of, wanting somebody to do something. I would come over here, do handyman, and I would click search, and it's going to pull up all of the individuals on this particular website, and you could start finding out exactly what you could do. The great thing here is they have reviews, And that's a really powerful thing, because most of the time when you're just trying to find somebody off of like Craigslist, maybe Facebook, maybe LinkedIn, they normally don't come with 5-star reviews. So this is a really great website, $60 an hour. They will do whatever you need. So just find out. You could view their profile, find out exactly what they could do. This guy's got 4.8 out of 26 individuals. So you could see, you could come on this website, you could find people for anything that you want. Come over here on the filters, doors, windows, walls, gutters, whatever it is. There's a whole list of things that people will do, and they do it for a really great rate. So you not necessarily want to always go with the cheapest person, but you want to go with the person that has really great reviews and they're reliable. Because when you have somebody that's reliable, then we're talking about work actually getting done. So one of the things is, when you're using a site like Thumbtack, you're gonna have individuals that are gonna be coming across your desk that you can hire to do the jobs on your rental properties. And even if you're not wanting to do this BRRRR strategy and you just came upon this video, well, welcome. One of the things that you can do with this as well for your wholesale deals is get people to go out to your properties, give you a quote on the property, because we just saw some people are $35, $60 an hour. Why not have them come out, do a bid on the property? Maybe that takes 2 hours. So if we have somebody at $35, it's going to cost us $70 to get that done. And now we look like the expert. We look like the professional when we're sending our deal off to a potential end buyer. And now they've got this quote, this bid from this individual. And now it makes you look like a superstar, and you could get the most amount of money for your deal. Now, one of the things that we spoke about is finding private money lenders. One of the best strategies that I would recommend is using your cash buyers. Your cash buyers could come in and be partners on deals with you and do what's called equity splits on deals. So if you don't have your cash buyers, like we've done a lot of videos recently talking about cash buyers, and I would recommend that. One of the things that you could do too is, we talked about this the other day when we were going over the distressed landlords, is that you could talk to those individuals as well, build up really good relationships with them. And it's all about relationships with private money lenders. You could find hard money lenders to do these deals. Just put into factor that your rates are going to be much higher, between 14 to 16% for your interest rate, and you're going to pay probably 6 to 8 points on that particular deal. So establishing relationships right now with private money lenders. And one tip before we go ahead and start breaking this down, and I also tell you about exactly how you could get the notice of option contract that we talked about on Monday's video. That will be in the description below for the notice of option contract. But one key for finding private money lenders is making sure that you go through the multiple listing service with a real estate agent, and you can look up recently sold properties for cash. What I would do is I would start reaching out to those people, finding out what type of properties they're interested in, start building up those relationships, and those individuals have turned out to be great private money lenders for us. So I would highly recommend that you do that as well, and you'll start being able to get the types of terms that I showed you in this example. Because right now we're getting between 7.5% to 8% as far as an interest rate, and sometimes we don't even get points that we have to pay on those deals, and it's from having established relationships with these individuals. So I'd highly encourage you to go down that route. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you give us a big thumbs up. We want to smash that YouTube algorithm, make sure that people get this information in their hands. And by doing this big thumbs up right now, that helps us out quite a bit. We are a newer channel and we are trying to grow. So without you, we're unable to do that. So thank you in advance. I truly appreciate you. Make sure, if this is your first time on the channel and you enjoyed today's video, make sure you become a subscriber and hit that notification bell, because we have videos come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And as you can see, we're all about real estate and real estate investing. So anything that we could do to help you out, that's what we're all about. And also too, make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And if there's any contracts out there that you need for your business, drop that below. We will go ahead and do a video, and I will include that document for you, because we have tons of documents that have been reviewed by our attorneys. So if there's anything that we could do to help you and give you any types of contracts, calculators, anything that you need for your business so that you can start making money and seeing the results that you desire in your business. That's what we're all about. So make sure you drop that comment below, and we will see you on the next video. Take care, enjoy your day, and I will see you on our next video. Bye now.